Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Strategy Guide, where we show you how to get strategic victories and tactical victories in your favorite video games. Hey guys, M12 Warthog Gaming here. I'm back with another Strategy Guide, and today we are continuing the World War II scenario on the medieval Europe map of Age of Conquest 4. Now, the first thing we're going to do is, you are currently the most powerful nation, and in order to get Grand Ruler, the requirements which I've mentioned in an earlier video, you must have at least 40% of the total map's territories, and you must be at least 5% more territories than the guy in second place. So you really can't have someone who's close to contending for your spot. So what that means is, at minimum, you must have at least 40% of territories, and the guy in second must have 34% or less territories in order to get this. So what I'm going to do is I could do Great Challenge or Recognition. Now, at the moment, I don't want to do either. Recognition means I go to war with anyone who doesn't vote for my ballot, and if people vote against whatever my ballot is, then I go to war with them. Pretty much it's saying I want to be recognized as the most powerful nation, and if you recognize and accept that I'm the ruler, then I won't fight you, and the ones that do, I fight them. The only thing, though, is that will pretty much break up alliances that you currently have, and Great Challenge is pretty much, I challenge everyone to prove who's the best, challenge everyone to go to war, and pretty much everyone who votes yay for this pretty much all goes to war. But in this one, if you back down, you pretty much just lose happiness, whereas in Recognition, I lose happiness, capped at 30 though, 5 from each nation that decides to refuse this, although there's way too many, and that would take a while, and I guess I want to wait a while before I do that. I don't know. I don't want to go to war with too many people at once, because that really just screws up the chain of everyone's diplomacy if I do that early on. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Okay. Well, here's the thing. I want Libya, because that territory there is just making this and, like, a whole bunch of territories unnecessary for me to defend. Like, I have, like, 4 extra, or, like, 3 extra border territories because of this. Plus, I could get rid of their access to the seaport if I wanted to. Which I'm going to move a bunch of them in place so that they can block that. Now, the reason why I want to go after them is that it is so easy for me to actually get them. I'm going to sort of cut off their leader from the rest of their place, and that way they can't send forces to go there and help them. So I'm actually going to make 500 and make a naval force of 500 and move them there. Now what I'm going to do here is set up 300. I'm going to attack with 300 there, leave 100 behind for defense, and we're going to go from there, and we're going to easily wipe them out. Because once you get the leader, they're done for. And see, that's sort of why I'm protecting my coast, because people from all the way over here could literally send ships through here and attack my coast, so I keep that protected, as well as all my land borders. Of course, they'd have to move one giant army one turn at a time to here. Meanwhile, each turn I could buy troops to protect myself and buy troops in surrounding areas to attack them to slow their assault down until I get rid of them, which is sort of why I keep my leader in this territory that I started out in, because I know the way that because of the room that I had to expand literally just makes it that much easier to do all of the stuff I said. So what I want to do is move 5 here, and I'm going to dick over someone, and they have, like, literally no way of getting through it. It's like a training scenario, like in one of those games. It's like playing a scenario where they try to train you on how to do something, but regardless of what you do, you're screwed either way you go about something. It's sort of like what I'm going to do here, but to an enemy, and they're not going to like it, but you know, war is heck, as they say. Okay. Happiness is a bit low, but in this game you can buy happiness. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is all of them but that. Now the reason why I'm attacking this first is because I want to cut off this line. That way they can't send troops to here, to our capital, or if they try to retreat with their leader back to here once they realize, oh, there's a land border here, he sees that my leader's right here, I'm going to go for the easy kill, he's going to try and think that he's going to win by going and retreating there or to the water, and if they do, then I'll just follow them with the navy, because I can afford to make many navies. I have like 2 giant navies. And my plan worked. I do not really need to defend certain territories, but the fact that I just realized that most of these territories are naval based, this is going to be a problem because they're on the water. So I literally just wrecked a whole bunch of people there. And I have area of Sicily. For those of you who are familiar with the places I'm mentioning, it's just geographical stuff that I know. Okay, so at this point, who would be next? I guess these guys, because they're sort of close to me. These are my allies, so they think we're cool, and I haven't attacked them, but eventually I will if they don't agree with certain bills that I have and all that stuff. If I were to go, that's 20. Yeah, I need to raise my happiness a bit more and then have enough to buy happiness afterwards. Now, speaking of which, the fertility festivals cost more, but can only be done once every 6 turns. Me, I'm just going to increase happiness now for the ensuing depression, slight depression or slight decrease in happiness that will occur upon going to battle with someone. Okay. So, now I'm going to make a naval fleet of 600, and now I'm going to screw over someone we've been on neutral terms with. Not peace, not an alliance, or anything along those lines. But what I'm going to do is move 200 there, and 200 here. Now, having this area of Sicily sort of lets me see what's going on in this side of the Mediterranean Sea, but at this point, there's not really much activity in regards to enemies because I usually have 1 or 2 at most. The only time I'll go over that is when I pass a ballot and people don't like me or agree with what I have to say or whatever. Now I'm going to do buyable happiness check, as I call it. No, I could not afford to distribute money. Okay. So, at this point, tax season is coming next turn, so obviously I would be able to afford it regardless of what I do now. 2,000. I still can't afford that. But you want to know what? It's not like I need that. Okay, so I could buy happiness, but you're capped at 100, so it's not really going to do much now. But watch this. When I declare war on him, I can distribute money, and people aren't too pissed at me going to war. I'm pretty much taking a huge chunk of the taxes that all my citizens pay me and giving it back to them. Like, I know you're pissed off at the war. Here's some extra money. Consider it like an additional tax return, is what I'm sort of doing, I guess. Did you read all your messages? Yeah, I know. And my enemies are getting wrecked. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear what's going on in the next room, but I think some of my family members are cheering and yelling and clapping because I guess they're excited about something going on at an event of some sort. They're watching on TV. I don't know what it is. Okay. Apparently I'm not allowed to specify which event or say the word as far as I know, because of some stuff I've watched on other channels. So what I'm going to do is to avoid that. It's just saying it's something they're really happy to watch, I guess. And they don't get to watch it often, because it's only happened like every few years or so. Okay, so I've actually gotten more territory, and I want to send this naval unit off so that we can explore other areas. We got this, so what I'm going to do is increase my unit in this area. I'm going to buy this. And Hungary has literally torn up my ally. Pretty soon we're not going to have much of an ally left. And you want to know what? I like him. I'm going to help him. I'm actually going to send him 500 because I think they'll actually make an impact or a dent on their opponent's army. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step in and take this guy on. He's probably not expecting this, and that's going to be on him. Okay, 12%. I can live with that, and I don't have to buy happiness to fix the repercussions of what I'm about to do. Okay. So now I have more troops that I need to buy. Okay. I'm gonna buy 150 extra troops. And what I'm gonna do is send all of them but one here. And I think I'm going to do pretty well in terms of beating the crap out of my enemies. Because this is no longer a border. So I can just move all of these units right into here and make this pure overkill. Of course, they're going to want to attack us on this border, so I'm going to move some there. And this is the pain and suffering that an enemy goes through when they mess with me or my allies. Strategist hard at work. Doing what I know best, is to kick butt on the battlefield. Whoops. Oh, I hit back so that we accidentally rewatched the same thing over. Okay, not cool. Okay, Ireland, best interest. If I don't accept an alliance with someone and you're from that country, I don't hate you. I'm just doing, as a strategist, what I think is best for me, because this is domination. Eventually, we're going to destroy everyone. I didn't mention that before, but, you know, this is just really focused on what is beneficial to me and how that's going to benefit people. Because if I'm allied with someone who probably has who's at war with all my other allies, then that's not going to be someone I want to alliance myself with, such as Ireland, if I view their diplomacy. They are not at war with my with any of my allies or me, so I guess I'll accept. I made this navy a while ago. I'm just going to launch a raid up into there. And, well, I think I can kick their butts now. Of course, this is coastline, so I'm going to make an extra 100. Put that there. Because there's 100, over 100 here, I think they're going to get a lot of casualties there, so I'm going to help them there. I'm going to send some units this way. And of course, I'm going to expect conflict on all borders, because if I attack them there, or if that territory is attackable but they currently don't have units, expect the fact that they're going to buy more units for us. Okay, that's our ally, letting them know that they accepted our support and they like us more. Okay. So at this point, I think I'm doing well. I should have at least like half the map. I have a little bit more than half the map. 53.932% of this map is mine. And I've actually, the sea here is actually full control. And plus I have a unit there of navies so that they don't even attack that area. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send this over here. And I think that's Corsica for that island. I could be wrong. Or is this Corsica? I think one of these three islands is that. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm like so focused in just strategy and the recording all at once. And this gets overwhelming for me after a while, because when it comes to Strategy Guide, I'll usually play a game start to finish and do that. Although with these games, they're a bit long. So I'm probably going to just take a break from it. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to have to end this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, leaving any comments, questions, or feedback for me in the comment section down below would be highly appreciated. And if you left a comment in the first 3 parts of the strategy guide and wondering why I haven't replied to them, is because I've done them all in one day, like one after another up until this point. So I'm going to maybe come back tomorrow and do it. So if you leave something there, I'll probably read it before then. Yeah. On that, hope you guys enjoyed watching. And I end the turn, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.